Americans traveling in and out of Newark Liberty International Airport are concerned after learning radar screens at the Philadelphia facility that controls the airspace north of us experienced a brief outage. The FAA says it happened around 4 o'clock this morning, and this comes after 2 outages just last week. Josh Einiger from our sister station WABC live for us now at Newark Liberty with more on what's happening there. A lot of concern, Josh.
Sorry, it's a real mess. So at the base of the control tower at the Philadelphia International Airport is a windowless room where controllers manage the airspace just up the turnpike here at Newark. They're looking at Cold War era radar scopes. Each dot on the scope represents a plane. Well, early this morning, for the 3rd time in 2 weeks, all those dots just disappeared. Delays mounted again at one of the nation's most important international hubs today. If only they could blame it all on the weather.
Our scopes just went black again. If you care about this, contact your airline and try to get some pressure for them to fix this stuff.
Sorry to hear about that. FedEx 1989 switching. Good luck, guys.
For the 3rd time in 2 weeks, radars failed at a facility in Philadelphia where controllers manage the airspace in and around Newark Airport. They were unable to see where planes were in relation to one another, and it lasted for 90 seconds.
Okay, we're going to stop it right there. We're going to stop it right there. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, man, what is going on? If you didn't have a fear, you might have a fear now of flying. I mean, I don't like turbulence and stuff like that, but man, when you hear stuff like this, like, man, I mean, that just feeds that thing inside of you to make you want to drive and do and stuff like that, man. So, what do you guys think is going on? You think it's just dealing with the employees and something they changed, or do you think we really have something going on? Man, I think it's something really going on. And I think it's people are finding ways to tap into our stuff, tap into different things. And for screens to go dark at an airport that's that busy, come on, man. Come on. You can only hide it from the people for so long. Hey, what's up, family? How you guys doing? Hey, once you hit that like button and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about this. Are you still going to fly? Are you still flying? Or are you just going to chill, Or are you just going to stay from that area? I think I'm just going to kind of stay from that area. I got to go to Miami next week. And, man, I think I'll just get a straight flight from Arizona straight to Miami. We won't be going to Newark, nowhere near that area. I don't know what's going on, but I mean, anybody that's familiar with airports, man, sometimes it's a lot of planes coming and going at one time, man. And for a screen to go dark at the controller station where you don't know what's going on, you can't even talk to the pilots and tell them to come in. They are with the screens lit. They be having problems lately. Man, let's finish seeing what they got to say. Hey, hit that like button though, guys.
Someone that flies a lot, I try not to think about it because that's a really scary thought.
The so-called Philadelphia TRACON has been the center of controversy since the FAA forced controllers who handle Newark to move from a similar center on Long Island. It's their new digs, loaded with technology that was state-of-the-art in the 1970s, that have failed repeatedly, leaving controllers traumatized and taking leave, thus reducing the number of flights allowed to fly to Newark, a necessary.
Yeah, I guess if you was an employee, I would be taking leaves too. Can you imagine how much pressure that is? You got thousands of airplanes coming in, leaving and going, and then all of a sudden the screen just goes dark. Man, that's almost like PTSD. Yeah, I bet they would have to take some time off. If I was working there, I would, shoot. Yeah, that's a lot of stress. The job is already stressful because, you have all these people's lives in your hand. You got to make sure this plane lands. You've seen it before where they almost crash, and we have seen a couple planes crash, this year. So quite a few. So yeah, I can imagine being an employee there. That's probably really traumatizing. I mean, that's probably super duper traumatizing. Like, what the heck? They probably like, man, this is too much for me. This is too much. But yeah, so do we got anybody that's coming on this channel that flies through Newark and that's familiar with that airport? I've never flown through Newark before. Yeah, I've never flown through there before, but from what they're saying, it's a very busy airport. And wow. But check this out, family. Hey, if you look across that bottom screen, man, go to Yeti Gang TV. Go to Yeti Gang TV, and man, we got t-shirts for sale. We got another beautiful day shirts. We got Walk to Live shirts for sale. Hey man, hit us up. Go on Yeti Gang TV. Put that code in. Keith, UNCKEIF is going across the bottom right now. It's going across that bottom right now. Or Yuddy, YUDDY, and pick up some shirts. We got them up in size up to 3XA. I appreciate you guys, man. And, just remember, man, nobody can love you like you can love yourself. And you probably better see how much you love yourself before you go and get on a plane to Newark. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's all good. Thank God we haven't had any, crashes that way, and we won't have any. I'm gonna speak that, and but I really need to know how you guys feel about that, man. Would you fly anywhere where the traffic controller screens are going dark and stuff? Would you take a chance? We already have a lot of people have flying phobias already, man. I probably know about 10 people that have flying phobias. Shoot, I might be one of them, but I know I need the airplane to get where I need to go. So, but let's finish watching this and see what they finish saying, family.
A safety restriction that's led to hours-long delays.
Oh my God. So yesterday I was supposed to fly from Columbus to Newark, straight 1-hour flight. Got canceled. I started at 12:30 from my office. I got to LaGuardia at 10 p.m.
Governor, it's been almost 2 weeks since the Newark Airport incident.
Today, New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy ignored questions about the situation at his state's most important airport. Yesterday, U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy used Newark as Exhibit A in his multi-billion-dollar push to overhaul the entire nation's system.
You will see Newarks, not just in Newark, you'll see Newarks in other parts of the country because it's an aging system. And so we have to actually upgrade it.
But that coast-to-coast project will take years to complete. The White House stressing temporary.
Yeah, that mayor's not saying anything. I bet he's not saying nothing because he know what's up, but he know he can't speak on it right now. And y'all do need to update it because y'all need to come up probably with a system that can block whoever's going in there doing something, because that is something going on. And the thing about it, those employees, they know it. The employees there, that's why they need that break. Nobody, think about it. Nobody wants to be responsible for a tragic accident. No one wants to be behind the wheel as a traffic controller and being up there and something happens. The screen's leaving traumatized. Could you imagine something like that happening? Yeah, could you imagine something like that happening?
Temporary fixes are already underway to strengthen the resiliency of the Philadelphia facility that's caused all this chaos.
The FAA are working to address this technical issue tonight to prevent further outages, as well as install new fiber from Newark Airport to Philadelphia. And the goal is to have the totality of this work done by the end of the summer.
So the biggest question people are asking is, are things safe to fly in and out of Newark? The government, the airlines, experts all say yes, and that's because they've basically throttled the number of flights they allow to come in here, much the way your cell phone company might if you go over your data limit. That allows them more space around planes in the event the system goes down again. Of course, the fewer flights they allow in here, the worse the delays, which means for the millions who rely on Newark for the summer travel season, it will continue to be a very bumpy ride.
So what's up, family? What you guys think? What do you guys think? I need to hear what you guys think. How do you feel about it? What do you feel about it? Do you feel like this is just a coincidence? Do you feel like things are outdated just all of a sudden? Or do you think this might be a light strike, a light hit? In this world today, they kind of hide everything from us. And I can understand why, because people will probably freak out like terribly. But what you think, man? Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Do you think that this is just something that's going on, or do you think that it's the fiber wires, or it's a little problem here and there, or do you think somebody's tapping in? Man, me personally, which it doesn't matter what I think. I think somebody's tapping in the line. I think they need to upgrade the computer system to block whatever's going on. But in the meantime, would you fly to Newark? Would you fly there? Would you fly anywhere around there right now? just let me know. Hey, but check this out. Hey, man, remember, nobody can love you like you can love yourself, and focus on you, family. Hey, man, I got an Instagram account, man. It's at Unc Keith, man. Come and follow me over there, man. I appreciate you guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. Hey, I appreciate you guys so much, man. It's going to be a beautiful day. It's going to be a beautiful night and a beautiful weekend, man. I appreciate you guys so much. Have a great one. Thank you so much, guys.